All right.
Very interesting. Going to go up in his EVP here. You know, they do have Maro, Rogue, and SOS as these 3 players we're almost definitely going to see here. And sending out Rogue first. Try to take down this Macro Protoss in Hush.
Yeah. Now, what do you think about this pick, actually? Tell me your thoughts on it.
I like it. Rogue's decent against Protoss. He's been doing very, very well. And I like putting him out before SOS and Maru, who CJAntis definitely has snipers for you. You want to, if you're thinking about like who's better and better as we go up, it's probably goes, you know, Cure and then Rogue, SOS, Maru in that order. So I feel like sending out Rogue here is pretty solid. I like it. I don't see like much strategy in sniping or anything through it, like nothing specific really, but I like the pick.
Yeah, it's a solid pick. I think like the way JINAIR may be approaching this is just like taking one step closer to their best player each game at a time. I'll talk a little bit more about that once we get into map number 3. Score is tied right now between CJ and JINAIR.
LTA는 SK텔레콤.
Up here in the top right on merry-go-round in the yellow for CJAntis. Protoss player is Hush.
And down here at the bottom at the 6 o'clock for merry-go-round in green, it is Rogue.
They're like fly, JINAIR. They're telling JINAIR to fly.
Yeah. Just like CJ.
Yeah, saying I just like you.
Yeah.
Before, it's funny because the fan signs they used to have were so detailed and they had like so many different words on it, but this time they're just like, yeah, we like you. It's like they ran out of ideas. They're like, ah.
Well, I'm sure they do really like them, so I mean,
yeah,
it can't be incorrect. Now, going back onto what I said earlier about like the bouncing towards the best player, you know, hopping towards Maru, it kind of feels like okay, Cure is really good. We want to send him, he's a solid starter, and then oh, he came here from Maru from Germany. It's a long way, man. I like your shirt.
That's a long flight. Thanks for coming all the way to Korea to watch this. I'm sure Maru would appreciate it.
But going back onto my point, now I feel like Maru is the end game, right? He's the last player you use here. Almost 100% over SOS, because I feel like some people might try to argue that they might use SOS later because Maru hasn't been like as dominant recently. But for me, I'm like, okay, you count down. It's like a countdown to Maru where it goes from Cure into Rogue into SOS and then Maru, like in a completely new numbering system that I've just created.
It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, but instead it's Cure, Rogue, SOS, Maru.
I'm just from now
What's
on.
number 5?
I don't know. There is no 5 yet in my
Gotta think about that one first.
I'm gonna like when I go to count down for someone to take a picture instead of 3, 2, 1. I'm just gonna be like Rogue, SOS, Maru, like, and then snap the picture. So that's the plan.
All right. Well, that's good. We're having Rogue right now make the double hatch before the pool, and on this map, unfortunately for him, Hush is going to scout him first. But having it be a 3-player map instead of a 2-player map and still have it being big, do have an extra chance to not be scouted this early. But unfortunately, Hush is going to get into the base. He's going to scout the fact that 1 hatch is going down. Going to come in here and see the very late pool, and will assume that 3rd hatch is coming down as well.
Indeed. Mothership Core coming up back at home. And there's the Nexus drop. So a pretty safe build here for Hush. And it's, with that fast Mothership Core, going to be a little bit long before we see our tech. It's only 1, actually, gas. So we could be seeing the San build, as it's been dubbed, where you just go 4 Gateway Zealots and kill the base.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I like it as well. He got the scout first. He's identified the fact that it's double hats before pool, and you can definitely go for this kind of aggression. He's going to Chrono Boost out a Stalker here first, deny that Overlord, even though the Overlord is going to see the fact that there is no gas there in the main base as well. That second gas is just now being put down and finished.
With that pylon, or with that pylon's about to be made, I should say, with that probe, I think this is definitely, as soon as I say definitely going to be the 4 gateway pressure, he drops a robo. So he could still do something with fast warp prism harassment. Maybe he's going for an immortal timing. A lot of opportunity on this map at these spawning locations. You know, I say these spawning locations is a 3-player map with equidistances. The rush distance on this map is short enough to where this is still viable. It's not one of our smaller maps, but it is small enough.
Yeah. We're seeing the Zerglings now come to the front, and he is going to see those 2 gateways, so he could be a little bit scared here. You know, he did see the Zealot come all the way across, and that may be thinking like, oh no, you're going to go for some kind of aggression here, but for now, just going to make drones. He knows he has a little bit of time before that comes to fruition. He's positioning both of his overlords right now at the top left of Hush's base and at the bottom of Hush's base as well. He's going to want to get that scout on in due time here, want to see what's coming out here. And look at this. Like you were saying, Immortal pushes definitely could happen on this map, and Immortal gets started.
And he doesn't see that probe. So it's really important, and I will never, ever, ever say that this is overstated. If you have a pylon and a warp prism, the push is so much stronger because you can, I mean, there's several reasons. The main reason, in my opinion, is the fact that you can then lift up your Immortals into the warp prism and then micro them around, save them against surrounds, stop them from being focused down. The other possibilities are that, like, maybe the pylon is far away and you hide your push for a long time, and your opponent doesn't know the units are coming. And, it's just, there's that as well.
Yeah, and look at this. This is so good out of Hush. This Overlord is going to see absolutely nothing. Will it even see the Robo? No, doesn't even see the Robo, doesn't see the gateways. The scouting denial out of Hush so far has been perfect. And now he has 2 Immortals out. 5 gateways are on the map about to complete. The pylon is being put down there to the top left as well. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, indeed. And all of these units now spotted. Now he knows, but he's a bit slow on the draw here. 6 slings only, 5 roaches, and he's trying to make those spine crawlers, but I don't think so, man. I think this might actually just be too little too late. Obviously, roach speed is going to be a long way away with that lair finishing this late. He starts it now. 4 spines being queued in total, 22 more lings, but I don't know. This is the Zealot variation. There's not a single sentry in this. So kiting against the Zealots is how you win at the end of the day, but if the damage is done before that, that's how you lose the game.
Look at these 2 time warps that go on the entire army. They're going to push them back so far, and the Immortals get picked up, but they can't really drop down. They drop down there on the low ground, and a ton of these Zerglings are going to be out here. And the Roaches doing a lot of damage to these Zealots, but again, the Immortals are in the back doing a lot of damage to the Roaches, and more Warpins are coming in here. So many gateways.
Yeah, and it looks like this might actually just be held. I mean, he attacks the natural instead of going for the 3rd base, which means these roaches have a chance to come in. He does mess up the rally, and now actually these spine crawlers are exposed. This may have been a mistake as well, but they're going to tank a little bit here. And again, with no extra range damage at the back, with just the 2 Immortals being the only range units he can afford right now, the roaches will eventually kite those down as long as he can stay out of range of the Immortals, get the Zealots that are at the front.
Yeah, and so far he's been doing great with that. He's slowly tiptoeing these spine crawlers forward as well. Now we're seeing a lot of pressure come down here at the 3rd base. These Immortals do so much damage to that hatchery, but still a ton of roaches are out here. He has so much larva from all 3 of these bases. More Warpins though, and these Zealots are doing a decent amount of damage, but still, I don't know if it's going to be enough. This is really, really close right now.
Yeah, this is really close indeed, and I mean, this is a lot of queens coming out the back. I think he's just got this. I mean, the Warp Prism will save the Immortals.
Oh, just barely gets away with 1 health.
1 health.
Oh my God. He could have lost 2 of those Immortals, and with that, it would have been game, but now he has 2. It still isn't a huge, terrible situation here for Hush after that push is held.
Yeah, I mean, that would have been game for sure. Like, he wouldn't have even stayed in the game, but I think this might be game anyways because of the situation. Now, can he get his hatch? He will get the hatch. That's huge.
Yep, that is big. It's going to force Rogue to restart, but again, there's nothing back here at home. We see Hush right now on 37 drones, and he's doesn't have much. He's making a bunch of these Zealots because he doesn't have enough gas to make Stalkers here to kite against this. And as long as these Roaches do some nice kiting here, it's going to be really almost impossible for us to hold, but we'll see. The Immortals are coming back, I think.
Yeah, he certainly is trying here. Now, I mean, with that no gas variation, he didn't have any gas to remake these. Like, I don't even know what he's going to want to try to make with gas right now, if anything. You know, 1 or 2 Stalkers, maybe another Immortal. This base is definitely done. And now it's going to be 2 base against 1. Obviously, the keep here being that it's a 2-base Zerg, which is never ideal, but he is adding that 3rd hatch again. He has a lot of bank. He's got that larva, and I think he's just going to keep poking at the front with roaches because he still has that bank to keep making roaches. By the time that the bank is completely depleted to where he's like having problems making roaches, I think the 3rd base will be up and he can go and end the game. Honestly, Hush staying in this game is like he's praying for a miracle right now. Like he's tapping his keys with crossed fingers, man.
Yeah, but he's doing all right. I mean, the snipe on the hatch, I guess I shouldn't see doing all right in the fact that he's like in a really good position to win this, but he's doing everything, every little thing possible to try to stay in this, is what I'm trying to say. He did snipe the hatch. He's trying to come be aggressive once again. We'll see how much damage this gets done, but again, look at how many roaches are here. Look at how many queens. 6 queens right now with this, and the spine crawler's there to help. Yep. Force field's not going to do much here. Immortals are attacking from the back, but a nice concave right now. Looks like Rogue is going to clean up the last of this Hush army.
Yep, he certainly is. That's the end of this, and that's the end of the game. It looks like you saw for a moment the probes coming out of the natural. I think he was actually just trying to like do one last on with his even probes, but it's not enough. GG. That was not the parting game from last night. Failed timing goes into excellent harassment and a saved game afterwards. That was as textbook crushed as an all-in as he gets. And the most amazing part about this is he does it without scouting it.
Yeah.
Until the last second when it's walking towards his doorstep. Still holds.
It's like he didn't see it, but he smelled it. He's like, I'm smelling that smelly smell, the smell of Immortals. Not anchovies like you would see in SpongeBob. This was an Immortal timing, and he knew. He had the spine crawlers coming down. He had enough roaches, even though at the time the Immortals were made and were coming across the map, he only had like 6 lings and like, what, 4 roaches? He still had enough larvae with the 3 bases to hold it off. That's just Rogue being Rogue, man. That was a very, very nice hold.
You know what? That is like the best way to say it. That's Rogue being Rogue. And that's just the game sense he has. He's able to identify this is happening. I mean, he's just able to feel it out. And the thing is, I think it might have also just been him being like, I don't know. Worst case, he's doing an Immortal all-in. He started the spines before he saw it, and then everything else that he did was really great micro-wise. If it were the other variation with Stalkers and Sentries, we might have seen a very different ending to this game. But since it was a Zealot one, and he saw that, and he had that